Hello everyone, it's been a hot minute since I've been on here, but today I wanted to film a try on of my Sephora sale items. I believe the video before this, or like before this video sometime, I posted my haul, so if you want to see everything that I purchased and maybe not so much of a thorough review, I might do more review in this one, but I'm not going to be showing everything that I got because I did get a lot and there are some duplicates of some items. So if you missed that video, I will link it down below if you want to see everything I got. But today is just going to be a full face. There are a few things that I just got, my final Sephora order, that I will be trying on. I'm going to push my hair back just because that's what I always do. My background is going to be changing soon, by the way. In a few days, I don't know when you're watching this, I might already be moved, but in a few days from right now, I am moving into my apartment for the summer. Not the apartment that I'm living in for the fall, but just my summer apartment. So I'm going to start with the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. This I did not get in the sale, but I did talk about wanting to get this in the sale in my wish list video, but my friend ended up sending me like the amount that she had left for me to try out. And I do really like this primer, but I just didn't want to spend the money on another one when I still have a little bit of this left, and I still have some other primers that I want to use up first, because since that one has vitamin C, it will go bad in like 6 months. So I want to use up some of my other primers, so that way if I do repurchase that, I'll only have like that one and my Auric one, so I don't have to rotate too much. By the way, I'm already wearing moisturizer and my sunscreen, so I just like to add that just to make sure my foundation goes on nicely. I don't really need it, but I do really like applying it. Okay, for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop. I did not buy this in the sale. I did film a whole review on this video. If I remember to, I will link it below, but it is up on my channel from a few weeks ago. I'm just going to draw a little bit on. I do have a review up and my thoughts haven't changed, except that I just really like this foundation and it hasn't done anything bad for me. I don't think it has as much coverage as I originally thought. Maybe if I were to use my fingers or something, it would have more coverage, but it's just a nice sheer coverage. It's really great for every day because it's not too heavy on the skin. It looks very skin-like. It's just going to even out things a little bit. I do have normal to dry skin. I would say not as dry as some other people. I just get very, very dry patches, but that's not my skin type. I think that's just eczema, which obviously that is something with my skin, but I don't have it everywhere. It's just when I get it, it's around my eyes or like around the edges of my face. But overall, my skin is pretty normal. I mean, things like the Kosas tinted face oil do tend to look pretty dry on me, so I don't know, that's my skin type, but I haven't had any problems. So next I'm going to go in with concealer, which I did purchase in the sale, and this was the one thing that I knew for sure I was going to get because I'm almost empty with my Kosas concealer, and so I wanted to get a replacement because I only have 2 other concealers, which I'm fine with just having 2, but those are also getting closer to empty. So I got the Dior Forever Skin Correct concealer. I originally had the shade 1N, but I still have it right here. I think I'm going to sell this one or return it, or I don't know, something with that, because it's a little bit peachy and a little bit dark, because 1W was sold out and it also just looked a little bit too golden. I have more olive undertones, so I'm going to try out 0N. So I'm just hoping it's not too light for me, which that kind of looks similar to my other concealers, and maybe I'll keep 1N for my summer shade. I don't know, it's just kind of expensive and I didn't want to spend that much money, so I probably will sell it or return it or find something to do with it. So I do really enjoy the concealer though. This is my first time trying this shade, but I have used 1N a few times and it's a really great concealer. It isn't too full coverage, but I really like the finish of it because it's almost looks like it wouldn't be that hydrating of a concealer because it almost like dries down. I don't know if you can see that, but it's nowhere near as hydrating as the Kosas one, but it doesn't look dry or heavy at all on my under eyes. And my eye area is my biggest problem area with dryness because that's where I get all of my eczema I mean, I haven't had eczema on my under eyes since using this concealer, but I still tend to look very, very, very dry on my under eyes, and this hasn't given me any problems yet. It looks so good on the under eyes. I mean, you can still see my blueness, but that's because I just don't put a ton of concealer on because I don't find the need to look perfected on my under eyes. And it just looks so good. This shade is actually pretty good. I mean, it's a little light, but I think it'll look fine because what I was noticing is, especially like as I apply it all over my face and I do bronzer, my face just got to look pretty dark. So this one might be too light for me if I get any sun, but what do you guys think? I think that looks like a pretty good shade match. I use the Rare Beauty concealer brush, by the way. And then I'm gonna try it out because I always put a little bit of concealer on my cheeks, a little bit here, and see how light that is, and then I will decide which shade I like better. So I'm just going to go in with my foundation brush. Sorry if my room is a mess. I've been just so hectic with finals. Yeah, that's not too light at all, I don't. Next, I want to go in with my cream bronzer. This is the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. I have the shade She's Statuesque, which is the lightest shade. And I've been absolutely loving this bronzer. As you can see, I've used it quite a few times. I just use my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush in the contour side. I did swatch this on my Instagram. It's not as cool toned as I was expecting. At least on my skin, it looks fairly neutral. And I mean, I still have redness on my cheeks peeking through, so that does play into it a little bit. Sorry, I got carried away without showing you guys, but I did apply it on this side. And I mean, it's definitely a contour, and I think if you get this shade and you aren't quite as fair as I am, it might look a little gray on you. But because I am so fair and because I don't have a full coverage foundation on, I think it looks very good, and it just makes my face, I don't know, I just really like it. It's not necessarily a contour on me, but it's a very natural contour because it still gives me that shadow, but it doesn't look gray at all, and I really like it. I like the blush duo, so I knew I was gonna like this anyways. Just applied that around the face, and I will go in with the powder in a little bit. This is very sheer and subtle, so if you don't like that, either go a shade up or find something else. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of powder. I did pick up the Kosas Cloud Set powder. I got the shade Breezy. I did say in my wishlist video that I didn't need to pick up a powder because my Bite Beauty one is kind of close to pan, so I figured I might as well pick one up while it's on sale. I wanted the LYS one, but it's still out of stock. I think I'd probably pick that one up when it comes back in stock because I know I'll use it, but I got this one. The shade range on this is good as far as I remember. I got the second lightest, which is a little like dark. It's not going to brighten or anything, but I don't mind it, and I wanted to try this out with the new concealer shade because I wasn't sure if it was the powder darkening my face or the concealer, and I'm pretty sure it was the concealer because this looks fine. I mean, this isn't like, I bought this because of Jamie Page, and she kind of made it seem like it would absolutely blow my mind, and even if a product doesn't blow my mind, I don't think it's a problem because I still think it can be a good product. But I mean, it's not blowing my mind so far. I need to keep trying it out. I mean, it looks nice on my under eyes. It doesn't look heavy or anything, and I don't have any complaints about it. It's just not like blowing my mind yet, if that makes sense. But I can't tell yet if I would repurchase it or not, or recommend it or not. It's just that I don't have any like thoughts on it yet, I guess, which isn't very helpful. But it looks nice on my under eyes. I mean, it doesn't dry them out, which is always a plus because, you know, I have really dry under eyes, and I do like it more than my Bite one because I find this one looks a little bit less powdery on the skin and a little bit more smoothing. So I do really like it. I will go back in and put more powder on, but I just wanted to set my under eyes so I could do the eyes because I am so excited for this eye product. Okay, so I primed with my Fenty Beauty eye primer, which I always do, and I feel like I'm kind of running low at this product. This eye product is something, why is there something in my mouth? Something that I did not think I was going to get. Definitely my most impulsive purchase of the sale. I did not need another eyeshadow palette because I'm not even wearing my current eyeshadow palettes because I'm obsessed with my singles. But this went on such a good sale, and then it was 20% off. And then everyone was posting about it on Instagram. I feel like everyone's panned that palette. Everyone picked it up during the sale, and it's just looking so gorgeous. And I looked at a ton of pictures on it. I've probably seen every picture under the hashtag on Instagram, and it's just so beautiful. And the more I looked at it, I was like, you know, if I just take out like 2 shades, it looks so perfect. So I got the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I did not think I would ever get this palette just because it's not one I really paid attention to. I mean, I know Tara really loves the golden shades in it, but I never really paid attention to it. I mean, it looks pretty on Instagram, but this year I feel like so many accounts that I'm following have been making this their pan that palette. And then everyone got this during the sale, and then I got it in person and I was like, okay, I get it now. I like how it's really nice and light. If I just take out these like greenish shades, I'll know I'll use everything. I mean, I still want to use these shades sometime, but it's not like an everyday shade for me. But I didn't want to get it because I was like, I'm not going to wear this palette much because it's so colorful. But when I look at it, like especially this half of the palette, this is like an everyday palette for me because I have light browns and pinks with some lighter shimmer, and I'm just so excited for it. So I want to swatch a few shimmery shades. I haven't even swatched this. I literally got it in the mail today. Just take a look. It's so pretty. It's very reflective. I'm debating what I want to do today, so I want to swatch a few that I'm interested in. First, I want to swatch Gold Glitch because Tara, oh my gosh, that's so soft. Oh my gosh. You're kidding. Oh my gosh, that is so soft and thin, yet so reflective and beautiful. I did not expect that to be so soft in the pan. Okay, I need to swatch a few more. I'm gonna swatch Supermoon here, which looks like, oh, this is so soft too. Okay, this one's a bit chunkier. Once you rub it in though, it's got a purpley blue shift, like a white base. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna wear that one today, but that's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna swatch Galaxy because I think I want to play on this side of the palette. Yeah, so I could definitely see how this palette is very fragile, but more of like a rose gold color. And then the last one I'm going to swatch is Cosmic, which is that pinky color. Ooh, that one's like a nice pinky color. I think I'm going to go in with Gold Glitch, so let me wipe this off so I don't make a mess. Just a warning, I'm going to be doing a very basic look because I don't want anything dramatic. But I'm going to go in with the shade Momentum, which is just a cream color, and lightly set my eye primer. I'm going to start with Crash, which is the light brown, and see how that looks. And maybe I'll add a little bit of a pinky shade. I go in with a little bit of that. I've only tried the Huda Beauty Gold palette, which the formula on that one's a lot more dry. Of the shimmers at least, and the mattes were very, very sheer, so I don't know how different this one will be. It's not super pigmented, but it's adding a nice crease color. That's a very nice crease shade. I could see myself wearing that a lot. I'm not sure if these shimmers have like a pigmented base, like if I could wear them on their own or if I would need to put something underneath them, but I'm gonna try them by themselves. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Karma, just a little bit mixed with Crash, and put it on the outer corner. So that's definitely on the pinker side. I mean, this is a very, very, very sheer matte look so far. And then I'm gonna go in with Gold Glitch. I'm gonna try and take a small amount. Okay, it's definitely a sheerer base. Kind of reminds me of like a Super Shock. But that's really pretty. There are a ton. There's like a pink glitter and a gold glitter in there. It's not just one dimension, it's super dimensional. And really easy to like blend out pretty sheerly. I mean, I'm guessing you could pack this up a lot, but for an everyday look, I don't think this is too much because sometimes a really impactful shimmer is too much for me for like every day, which is why I've been really liking my cream eyeshadows. But this looks really pretty, and because it's almost like a creamy texture, I feel like it's not gonna dry out my eyes too much either. Wow, that's really pretty. You can't really see it, but it's super dimensional, and there's like a gold and a pinkness to it. Okay, so that is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I think it was on sale for like $47 and then 20% off. I'm gonna go in with blush. I don't know if this is gonna match, but I want to wear it anyways. I got 2 cream blushes in the sale, but the one I really want to try, because I haven't tried it yet, is the shade Lynx. The other blush in Polished I've used quite a few times because I've had it for about a week, but I just got Lynx yesterday and I got it after I did my makeup, so I couldn't try it out. Okay, when you actually like put your brush in it, it brings out a lot of that gold shimmer. So it looks like a brownie color. And I'm just gonna put that on the cheeks. Okay, yeah, that matches because it's kind of like a universal color. Looks just like a neutrally brown color. Definitely a little bit the warm and sun-kissed, but not super red toned, I guess. I don't know. I know Sundown is pretty similar to this one. Okay, I definitely applied a little bit too much, but that's a really pretty color. That is that. Really, really like the formula of these. They're super thin. This is the shade Polished, which is such a good shade. But I think both of these I will really love because they're both such unique shades, but very, very perfect for every day. So I'm excited to try out Lynx more. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with a little bit of the Kosas powder, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and set around my face. I didn't take away too much of the coverage, but my skin actually does look really like smooth. So I do really like this so far. It tones down my blush a little, but today it wasn't too bad actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the powder side of the Patrick Ta Duo. I don't think I need it, but I've been liking it. It's very, very sheer, so I find you don't really go overboard with the powder. It just brings a little bit of color back in the skin. I don't think you could really go ham with this. So like if you are like Alana Davidson and you like something super bronzy, I don't think this shade would give you that. But if you like something really natural, subtle, I think this is pretty. And they have other shades, of course. The medium one doesn't look quite as cool, but I imagine it's still pretty sheer like this one. And I just realized I forgot to go on with my Phytosurgence highlighter. I filmed a video using this. I don't know if I'll end up posting it because I've just been feeling really weird about the videos I've been filming lately. I filmed 3 so far that I haven't wanted to post. So anyways, I'm just gonna go in with my Vesca highlighter. Sorry, tongue twister. Because this one is one of my faves and I only own a few highlighters. I don't know if I've shown this on camera though. This is the shade Moonlight. It looks really, really pretty on the skin. It gives a really nice glow, but it almost looks like a cream on the skin. This makes me a little healthier. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. I got a whole new set of brow products. I know, this was one thing that I didn't think I was going to get, but it's something that I needed anyways, so it's fine. I got the 3 new Kosas brow products. I got the pencil. This is the Brow Pop. This is in the shade, it doesn't have a shade on it. Oh, yes it does. Soft brown. It's a little bit warm on me, but taupe looks super dark and cool. I got the Air Brow in the shade Warm Brown, which I really, really like. It's more, not like dry, but it really pulls off a lot of the product on the stopper, so it's not super wet and covered in brow stuff, which I find the Glossier one is. So this one I really, really enjoy. And the packaging on these, it's like the best packaging I've seen. And then I also got the Air Brow, which my boyfriend said looks like a bubble, so it's my bubble product. It's very pretty, and I've heard people like this one the most, but I just got this one yesterday. So I haven't tried the Air Brow on its own. I've just used these in combo. The brow pencil is very nice because it's easy to draw on, but it's not too creamy where you're gonna apply too much and it's also just gonna rub off. It's like a perfect balance. I find like I've used the Benefit one and the Nude Sticks ones, and those you really have to dig at your skin, versus this one is really easy to just draw on. But I don't think I want to use it today because I think I want to try these 2 in conjunction. So I'm going to start with Air Brow because I want to see how this looks on its own. Again, I got the shade Soft Brown, and I really like this gel. It's not super like, it's not going to hold them super well because I find this brow gel is more about the fibers, and it also has not like a shimmer but like a pearl to it that makes it look very natural in the brows, especially in the sun, because it looks like brow hairs when it's on. So it's not too overpowering. As you can see, like if I would have done that with Glossier, I would have gotten stuff everywhere, and this is still adding pigment, but it's a lot cleaner of a brow gel. Sorry, I usually like to start on the tail to get the most product there and the least amount of product up at the front, but okay, yeah, I really like that on its own. I know my eyebrows are really bushy and crazy, but wow, I really like that on its own. That's a really good brow gel. I think this one is my #1 favorite, and I love the packaging. I'm gonna try the Air Brow now. I know it'll make it a little bit messy, but like, it's fine. It's not like I'm ever gonna be using a different color in my brows, and I'm just going to go on top to make that hold in place. This one is definitely making it a bit fluffier. Also, Emma Chamberlain worked on the launch for this. I love her. I mean, that's not why I bought it, but I did appreciate that because she has the same sort of brows where it's not like a super clear shape. And sometimes when you put too much product in it, it just makes them look really wild and bushy. And yeah, that's my brows. So I don't have the best brows ever, but I find with these products, I really like the way my brows look. And of course I do really enjoy the pencil too, but most days I just like to throw a brow gel in my brows, but I was running low on my current pencil and I also don't like that one. So that's the 2 brow products. I'm gonna do mascara, which is the Bite Beauty one. I did not purchase in the sale and I would not repurchase it because I hate this mascara, but I'm gonna do that and I will be right back. Okay, when I did my lips as well, since I didn't have anything new from the sale, I just applied Tower 28 Fearless, which I'm really low on, but yeah, I don't like that mascara at all. But this is the look. I did have a few other things, like I said, that I did not show in this video, so definitely watch my haul video if you haven't already. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the look. Let me show you in sunlight. Okay, I don't know how much better this lighting is, but eyes look super wet and it looks really pretty. Really glowy skin, even though I set it with powder. So anyways, that is the look. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know down below what you purchased from the Sephora sale and like how you're feeling about everything, because you know I'm always nosy. So anyways, I will see you in my next video. Bye.